For over a decade, Ferrari dominated the World Manufacturers GT Championship with almost uninterrupted victories since its 1953 inception. Securing 6 back-to-back Le Mans victories in the early 1960s, Ferrari was on top of the world. But little did they know that a man from the other side of the world was planning on going to war with them.
My name's Carroll Shelby, and performance is my business.
However, before that, Shelby had to survive another war. In 1942, just months after the United States entered World War II, a young Carroll Shelby enlisted in the Army Air Corps, embarking on a journey that would immerse him in the world of aviation. During his 3-year service, Shelby tasted the exhilaration of speed, piloting aircrafts in the midst of a global conflict. His experiences in the skies ignited a deep passion for speed that he carried home with him, and soon he would be looking for that thrill of speed on the ground. When World War II ended, Shelby had a real need for speed. In 1952, in his quest for his first race, he seized the chance to borrow a friend's MGTC for competition. Remarkably, not only did he secure a win in his very first race, but he also astonishingly clinched another victory just a few hours later. This remarkable achievement marked the inception of his illustrious career as a racing driver, where he would go on to claim an impressive 12 victories in just 2 years. His exceptional driving skills did not go unnoticed, and in 1954, Shelby received a coveted invitation to join the Aston Martin factory racing team. Yet the peak of his racing journey arrived in 1959, when he triumphed at the pinnacle of international sports car racing, the prestigious 24 Hours of Le Mans, driving for Aston Martin. Unfortunately, Shelby's racing career was shortened in 1960 due to a heart condition, but his legacy as a racing legend and automotive innovator was only just beginning. Throughout his international racing career, Carroll Shelby piloted some of the swiftest and priciest sports cars of his era, including Ferraris, Maseratis, Aston Martins and Jaguars. Although these European marvels boasted impressive speed, they were plagued by intricate, high-maintenance engines and hefty price tags. Struck by the notion of melding European handling with an easily serviceable American V8 engine, Shelby envisioned a sports car that would be affordable and reliable. Carroll Shelby's vision began to materialize when he stumbled upon a golden opportunity across the Atlantic. In Great Britain, a relatively small company named AC Cars found itself in need of a new engine supplier for their Bristol sports car. Shelby approached AC Cars with his innovative concept, and they immediately loved it. Yet Shelby's ambitious dream required a crucial missing piece: a reliable engine supplier. He set his sights on Ford Motor Company, presenting a compelling proposal for a sports car that could challenge the dominance of the Chevrolet Corvette. Ford readily embraced his vision, ultimately leading to the establishment of Shelby American, a California-based company that saw the light of day in 1962. Powered by Ford's 260 and later the 289 cubic inch engines, the AC Cobra not only conquered racetracks worldwide, but also outpaced and outperformed its rival, the Corvette, securing triumphs from one coast to another. The zenith of this journey unfolded on a historic July 4th, 1965, as the Cobra, both in roadster and coupe variants, emerged victorious in the World Manufacturers GT Championship, toppling the long-standing reign of Ferrari. This remarkable accomplishment engraved Shelby American's legacy in the records of history, standing alone as the sole American automaker to claim this prestigious championship, a distinction unchallenged to this day. However, Carroll Shelby's ambitions extended beyond this triumph. While he was wresting the championship from Ferrari in 1965, he was in collaboration with Ford to engineer a machine that would utterly eclipse Ferrari's prowess on the iconic French racetrack. In the 1960s, the automotive world witnessed a fierce rivalry that would forever change the landscape of motorsports. It all began with Henry Ford II, the visionary leader of the Ford Motor Company, who had a burning desire to leave a lasting mark on the racing circuit. He heard an intriguing rumor that Enzo Ferrari's empire was teetering on the brink of bankruptcy, which presented an enticing opportunity. Henry Ford II, knowing that Ferrari's iconic brand held the key to motorsport prestige, embarked on a mission to acquire the legendary Italian automaker. The initial negotiations held great promise, but the terms of the contract proved to be a deal-breaker. Ford insisted on full control over Ferrari's racing program, a demand that Enzo Ferrari vehemently rejected. Tensions escalated during the talks when Enzo Ferrari allegedly offended Henry Ford by suggesting that he was merely the second Henry Ford, unable to step into his grandfather's legacy, which left the American magnate brimming with a fervent urge for retribution. Determined to vindicate his pride and build a car that would trounce Ferrari on the grand stage of Le Mans, Henry Ford II set in motion a plan that would go on to achieve legendary status. In the early stages, Ford's efforts fell short. They struggled to wrest Le Mans from the iron grip of the Italian automaker. But it all changed in early 1965 when he entrusted the struggling Ford GT racing program to the capable hands of Carroll Shelby. Shelby American transformed the Ford GT from a corporate underdog into an instant winner. The transformation was nothing short of extraordinary. The Ford GT, under Shelby's meticulous engineering and leadership, roared to victory at prestigious international endurance races in Daytona and Sebring. The automotive world took notice as the once disadvantaged Ford GT began to outshine its competition. By 1966, the Shelby American Ford GT program had evolved into an indomitable force. Their crowning achievement came at the revered 24-hour Le Mans, where Ford secured an unprecedented 1-2-3 finish, leaving Ferrari in their rearview mirror and firmly inscribing their legacy in the history of motorsport. This remarkable achievement marked the pinnacle of Ford's racing aspirations, reshaping the motorsport landscape and forever etching the legend of the Ford GT in the records of automotive history. Henry Ford's bold vision had evolved into an unmatched achievement, and the supremacy of the Shelby American Ford GT would be remembered as one of the greatest moments in racing history. The stunning defeat of Ferrari at Le Mans in 1966 dealt a crushing blow to the Italian racing powerhouse. For 7 long years, Ferrari fought to reclaim its lost throne, seeking to recapture the glory they had once held. However, the memory of that fateful day lingered, and the burden of failure felt overwhelming and impossible to overcome. In 1973, after years of relentless struggle and unfulfilled dreams of redemption, Ferrari made a momentous decision. They opted to retire from racing at Le Mans, signaling a pivotal turning point in their storied history. The relentless pursuit of victory had come to an end, marking a somber chapter in the legacy of the prancing horse. In contrast, Carroll Shelby's triumph remained an indelible achievement in motorsport history. His relentless determination, innovative thinking, and exceptional leadership had accomplished what no one else had imagined before. He had defeated Ferrari. Shelby's legacy as a racing icon and a pioneer in automotive engineering was firmly established, forever celebrated as the man who toppled the mighty Ferrari and propelled Ford to motorsport supremacy. Carroll Shelby's influence on the automotive world extended well beyond that historic victory at Le Mans. He wasn't just the man who helped Ford defeat Ferrari. He was a driving force behind some of the most iconic American muscle cars, such as the Mustang GT350 and GT500. His expertise and innovative thinking also contributed to the creation of the legendary Dodge Viper, a supercar with an unmistakable Shelby touch, known for its raw power and aggressive design. Shelby's impact on the automotive industry and motorsport cannot be overstated. He was a visionary whose creations ignited the passion of car enthusiasts worldwide. His legacy is woven into the very fabric of American performance vehicles, and his name is synonymous with power, speed, and excellence. Carroll Shelby's impact extended far beyond the realm of automobiles. As someone who had experienced the anxiety of waiting for a heart transplant, he founded the Carroll Shelby Children's Foundation in 1991 to aid children facing life-threatening circumstances. This philanthropic endeavor became a central part of his life. Over time, the foundation's name was changed to the Carroll Shelby Foundation to reflect its broader mission, encompassing support for medical assistance organizations, scholarship funding, the Shelby Automotive Foundation, and programs dedicated to automotive education. In the records of automotive history, Carroll Shelby's name stands as a beacon of innovation, determination, and triumph. He wasn't just the man who defeated Ferrari. He was a trailblazer who left an indelible mark on the industry. From racetracks to iconic American muscle cars and charitable endeavors, Carroll Shelby's legacy lives on in the roar of high-performance engines and in the hearts of all who share his passion for speed and performance.